Welcome everyone. Today I gonna discuss on economic innovation and especially I do discuss on healthcare system. Today we have our special conference and activities on healthcare system. So healthcare system actually has a lot of initiated, lot of activities, and we need to be very much careful right now about healthcare system. Healthcare is a major part of every country development platform. By healthcare, we are fact protecting the most important drive of development. Healthcare system are primary safeguarding the development core engine and the best mean of sustainable development. Health system definition. Health system can be understood in many ways. The World Health Organization defines health system as all the organization, institution, and resources that are promoted to produce products producing health action. Health system definitions. This definition include the full range of players engaged in the provision and financing of the health service, including the public, non-profit private sector, as well as international and bilateral donors, foundations, and volunteer organizations involved in funding and implementing health activity. Health system function. The World Health Report 2000 identified the 4 key functions of the health system. Number 1, stewardship. Number 2, financing. Number 2, human and physical resource. Number 4, organization and management of service delivery. Next slide illustrate the relationship between the 4 functions of the health system. Stewardship, governance, policy, and advocacy. The stewardships or governance function reflect the fact that people entrust both their lives and their resources to the health system. The government in particular is called upon to play the role of a steward because it spends revenue that people pay through taxes and social insurance, and because government make many of the regulation that govern the operations of health service in other private and volunteer transaction. Government policy and health program. Governmental policy leverage size of total government health budget, financing mechanisms for funding the healthcare system. Example, donor support, taxes, user fees, social insurance contributions. Allocations of the government health budget relevance to health program. Set the overall limit on what a government can spend, determine what flexibility the government has for financing healthcare, and identify potential financing barriers that may exist for accessing care. Reflecting how the government uses its tax resources to, for example, delivering services, employ staff, subsidiary providers, regulator the sector, providing information, and configure the sector in terms of preventing versus curative service, personal versus suppliers, investment in human resources versus physical resources, affect which programs are prioritized and what population will benefit. Government policy and health program. Government policy levers regulations of pharmaceuticals. Relevance to health program can improve medicine quality assurance and rational use of medicine. Can identify the ability to bring medicine and suppliers into the country. Can influence the degree to which the private sector participate in the healthcare. For example, important taxes can affect pharmaceutical sales. Business regulations, taxations can hamper private provider from setting up practices. Limitations of advertising can limit promotions of branded health product. Stewardship, policy, and advocacy. Furthermore, stewardship in the health comparison. 1. Activities that go beyond the health system to influence the main determinations of the health, education, poverty, environment, and other issue the rate of external to the health system, but which either foster or constrain its effectiveness. For example, a government may decide to tax improvement medicine to increase general tax revenue or to protect local products, but in doing will increase prices to consumer and impair access to this medicine. Stewardship in the area seeks to influence the broader environment in which the health system operates. Performance criteria. Understanding the health policies of the national government and its international committee allow for informed development of advocacy for informed healthcare access, equity, and quality. In addition, national policy affect the system ability to deliver efficiency, thereby affecting the overall sustainability of the system and its ability to function into the foreseeable future from a finance and organizational presence. Typical constraint, possible disease, service specific health system responses, constraint disease or service specific response, health system response, institution of the poor performance review system, creating greater clarity of role and expectation as well as consequences regarding performance, review of the salary structure and promoting procedure, poorly motivated staff, financing incentive to reward delivery of particular priority service, weak planning, management continuous education and structuring, ministers of health recruitment training workshops to and development of the cadres of dedicate development skills in the planning and management, lack of intersectoral actions and partnerships, creation of special disease focused cross sector committees and the task force at the national level, building systems of local government that incorporate representative from health, education and agriculture and promotion accountability of the local government structures to the people, poor quality care training provide in focus disease or services development of monitoring, accreditations and regulation system. These are the major improvement area of the healthcare system, and if we can focus in this healthcare system on that particular area, that time we can take necessary initiative, and this initiative actually help us to grow our economy in an effective way. So most important thing is that we need to careful about human being, we need to careful about healthcare, we need to careful about the healthcare system ecosystem. And if we can identify this ecosystem in an effective way, that time we can take necessary initiative. If you have any kind of questions regarding healthcare policy, healthcare system, you can communicate with us and hopefully we can create a major solutions for everyone. Thank you everyone.